Okay, in the third position again. It's 8, 5, 10 will probably go before I pick. It's not good. Desert's in the middle again. Second pick is less obvious. Maybe this 5, 9, 10. So yeah, this is the only good ore is over here in the corner. It's actually playing third to get the rare resource might not be a bad idea to take it, although I don't know what good wheat or sheep I'll get with it. This is the only good brick, so if I wanted to not go for ore army, I could just take the brick here, try and play a road game. Not my favorite, but might be worth doing instead of trying to go after black here for army. That could be tough. That's just a really, really good spot. So let's see what blue does here. If I was placing second, I don't think this is enough production for second, so I think I would, I don't know, go 5, 9, 10 maybe. Third might be better than second here at least, because I'm not sure between like the 5, 9, 10 or the 6, 4, 3 as second. What would be better? 8. Yeah, I don't really like 8, 4, 3 or 8, 10, 3. It's too much sheep. Sheep and wood don't really do much together. So I don't know. So he takes a 5, 4, 3 and probably points to the wheat. That's something. It's not a lot of production, but he gets some brick, the second best brick, and then you can go to the 8 wheat. I don't think I would do that place in second, but it's not bad. 8 will be a huge target once you get on it, and the 5 is a huge target already. So the ore is going to be pretty much gone for me unless I can get it as an expansion spot, which isn't the worst idea. Then it'll be less of a target once it's triple shared. So that would probably look like taking this and it's 9, 4, 11 and expanding there. But I'm not going to pick that first, so I think for me it's between the 5, 9, 10 and the 6, 4, 3 or the 6, 4, 11. And I might be sharing this brick, so that's not good. That'll be a big target if it's double shared. 5, 9, 10 is alright because his wheat will be alone. Let's see what fourth would do if I take this. They would, I'm sure, take the brick and then something like that. If I took the brick, they would take the 5, 9, 10 and probably the brick as well on the 6, 3, 11 or something. So kind of looking at the 6, 4, 3. Although that doesn't lead to any good ports. 6, 4, 11 would lead to a good 3 to 1 port. I think I might just take the 5, 9, 10 and then just take the brick on the second pick. I don't think they'll take both. I mean, if they take this, that kind of sucks. At 6, 11, 12 is garbage. And I would pretty much be forced to take it. This is tough. Not great. I think I'm just going to take the 5, 9, 10. And this, actually, I don't know if I should have pointed there because this is a free road. If someone wanted to chop me, probably should have just pointed down. Although the 6, 4, 2 is just better on numbers than the 4, 9, 2. I didn't even look at the 6, 4, 2. Because again, it's mostly sheep, but something. Yeah, I'm just hoping to get the 6, 3, 11, 6, 4, 3 or 6, 4, 11 and not the 6, 11, 12. So yeah, it's looking more like a road game. And that's hard to upgrade to cities. Hard to buy development cards, just harder to win generally. I feel like online. Yeah, the spot up here in the corner is just to go first. That just blocks out a lot and makes for a tough game. All right, so he takes 8-10-3 first. So I'm imagining he's taking this brick somehow, or maybe just the free road here. All right, takes a 6-3-11. That's okay, because that leaves me the 6-4-11, which I wanted. And then I can point up and have a what should be an uncontested 3-1 port in case this move comes back on me. Yeah, I kind of wish I just pointed this road down for a safer road. And they're going for the 5-or expansion like I thought someone would do with a free road. This does not give me a free road. And my wood is worse than my brick. The wood is actually pretty rare on this board. I didn't even point that out. It's generally sheep and wood are like the worst resources. Wood is the same as brick, and there's just one more tile of it. They both do exactly the same thing. But yeah, this I'm gonna have less wood than brick, so that's not ideal. But I don't know what else I would take if I didn't take this. This is at least 6 different numbers and a 3-1 port. But getting a city to make that port good is gonna be like really, really, really hard. Unless I can trade for the orb, but I'm just gonna take this. Point up. I can get a little bit of ore here on the 12. That's basically nothing. Can hope it hits, but I mean, not more than once or twice in a game, generally. I think I made the most out of my picks at least. This is not a good spot to be in, but I think this is about as good as I could have expected to do. It's pretty high production. It is just a lot of wheat and sheep, though, mostly sheep, so I'm going to need a port. Sheep port's up there. That's not going to do me any good. I guess that also makes this spot, taking the 5-4-3, decent, because sheep ports are generally good, and there's a lot of sheep on this board, just like there always seems to be. Oh, and they didn't cut me off. Oh, thank you. Kind of makes sense, I guess, because they can get on a better hex here for their sheep port, get on the 6 sheep. Yeah, they're going to kind of be playing a road game too, though, being close enough to connect. So yeah, black seems like the main threat because nobody else is going to be able to challenge them for army, I wouldn't think, except maybe blue, maybe red once they get on the ore. Certainly not me. I don't even know what my road path's going to look like, though. I guess when you play road, you got to see where you might even go, and I guess up here is the most open room, so maybe I should go for this 3-1 port, even though it's terrible production. It's just 3 pips. But at least it leads to some room up here unless black takes one of these spots. I guess there's also an argument to be made to build. Oh, that's weird. But I guess it gives them the sheep they need for the ore wheat sheep, so I guess it's not that bad. Yeah, what was that? 2, 11, and a 6. Roll, and then a 10. So decision time for the road. Before I got interrupted by this pick, I was gonna say taking this isn't that bad because it blocks off this whole space from red, but yeah, I don't know. That's just adding more brick that I can't balance out with my wood. I need a port more so for all this sheep and wheat. So I don't know if this one or this one's better. If you're not gonna connect your settlements, I kind of would rather just build here and not even worry about this road and just kind of make the most out of this settlement, this room over here. So I guess I'll do that, and I guess maybe doubling up here would make this 5 wheat a target. I don't know. Probably play a little faster because otherwise they'll get mad at me. All right, that is a quick settlement. So I'm the only one who's going to be blocking this, and I will basically be blocking it every time, I would think. Either this 5 or this 8 wheat once blue builds on it. And there we go. So obviously this is the block. 8, roll, they have sheep. 6, a lot of sheep for everyone. Don't really want that sheep. Um, 10. Don't really want red's sheep. I think I'm going to take from black. Although they have a development card they might steal back from me, I still think I want what they have. And I think they're still probably the best off, although that's a good expansion for red. And they had sheep too. Well, they started on it. And I guess 6 was rolled. I'll just pass. I do think they're ahead, but I did not realize I was going to get a sheep from them. I probably should have. And red's in a good spot too, so I probably should have just stolen from red. Although they didn't even play a knight, so I guess they're not going to steal from me if they can't. And there was a 10 that rolled, but they did buy a development card, so they might not have even had or. This is not a good spot. I need to try and trade for a wheat to 4 for 1, I guess. All right, yeah, I just don't want to pass. 4 for 1ing for a wood though feels pretty gross. The only other option would be for 4 for 1 for an ore and hold in anticipation of trying to get a city, but it could just get stolen. And a city's pretty far away. Woods, yeah, not guaranteed. I guess I'll just do the wood. Feels pretty gross, honestly. Just hope that 12 hits. That's a 6. So I guess my next road settle will probably be here just to seal this off and then maybe loop around, come down this way. That'll be a pretty good road path, I guess. I don't know, I haven't played road in a while. Try not to online, but literally no choice in this game. Red's coming over here. Yeah, I guess it'd be nice to eventually expand over to the 8-4. That's pretty far away, just for more production. So I think, I guess I'm glad they didn't put a road here to race me. 3-1 port's definitely better for them than this. But for me, I guess doubling up this 12 ore isn't bad in case it hits to get 2 ore. And that's when I city is on the 12, just the way you want to play it, depending on 12. That 5's rolled a lot since I blocked it. That's something, I guess. Yeah. I don't think there's much I can do here. Just pass. This is honestly pretty game saving. Just the timing of the 7 going on the 5 and then all the 5s rolling. Not that I'm even in a great spot still, but I would be in a much worse spot if they got all these ore. And there's the 12. Didn't want to wait for me to double up on it. I guess that's okay. So yeah, here again, buying a development card for me just isn't very good. I mean, it's all right, but it's just I don't know. I'd rather use the ore to city, but that's gonna be really hard. Let me try a brick for an ore. That would give me a city right now. But yeah, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Man. I just stop wasting everyone's time. I think now that I'm this close to sitting, I have to kind of try for it. I don't know if that's the right play, but I'll probably city this. It's the most production, and I don't know, to even out production, I tend to like to city the settlement that's on its own rather than the initial one that gets doubled up by your road settle. So this 6 will get doubled up by a road settle. This 11 got doubled up by the road settle. And this one just produces more anyway. But in general, I'd like to even out my city production by... Okay, so that door got blocked again, so that's good. Oh, man. Black. Brutal. I'll just say ouch. Because that's like, their game's just done. I need... 11 gives me a city. 12 gives me a city. 4 does not give me a city unless I can trade for a sheep. Alright, well, this happened. Blue is accepting that shit. I should have taken that with blue. I think I'd rather give the wheat than the... Although I gave red... I kind of took that too fast. Also, this city evens out my road production. It gives me more wood to go with the brick. But yeah, I wish I would trade it with blue instead of red, because blue is in really bad shape and red's doing well. And I traded them, and they still stole from me. How sad. Well, they're completely out of settlements now, though, so at least I know they can't cut me off here at the 612. Oh, and a little bit of a plow of me. I literally... I couldn't care less, but it is funny. So yeah, probably still the 5 ore. Red needs to city badly. Red just stole from me. And they're in the lead, so I guess I basically have to steal from them, and they're probably challenging me for road. I get a wood, don't really want that, but I don't know. I feel like if I stole from anyone else, they would steal back from me, because I should steal from red in theory. I'll just pass. So yeah, it's hard to, when you're playing road, to have good, I guess, pacing is what they call it, just to keep your point total within everyone else's. When you're not buying development cards much, it's harder to do. I could buy development cards now. I guess I probably would if the opportunity came up. This spot isn't that much of a priority now that red can't even build there until they city. Yeah, this 5 has just been blocked from me the entire game, and it's rolled a lot. This is pretty crazy. And I'm just getting a ton of wheat. The 11 even hit, so 5 and the 11 giving me a bunch of wheat. 11 gives red a bunch of wheat too, so yeah, there's a bunch of wheat on the board. Blue has 1 card, and they're gonna stall out the game with that 1 card because they're unhappy, I guess. I don't know what else they could be thinking. Thinking of offering a 1 for 3 trade or a 1 for 2. No, they're just either away from the computer, or they're quitting, or they are just, I don't know, sulking. Their game is just destroyed. That's why I should be trading with blue. But I was afraid, I don't know, I'm afraid if I don't take trades right away that people will take the check mark away and change their mind. And I really needed that city. So I wanted to grab it before he took it back. I guess I already do have the road settle in hand with a 3 for 1 on the wheat, but I'd rather trade for it. Should I offer 2? Who got that sheep? 6. It was black. I don't think I want to give black this. I also don't want a 3 for 1 for a sheep, which I produce a ton of. This is not good. It's just very inefficient. And I think I'm just going to actually trade in for an ore. Maybe drop a road there. Seems kind of weird, but 3 for 1ing for a sheep when I produce so much sheep is just not good. And he can't cut me off because he doesn't have any settlements left. Or red. Master pick. I don't know what I'm going to do with this ore yet, but there's nothing else I would trade in for. And I should be getting just plenty of sheep, just like everyone. Yeah, they're making their road play. I hate competing with people for roads. It's just so, I don't know, it just feels so bad. Why I never play this kind of game. Nobody's bought any knights. I feel like I should just, even though I said I was going to play road, I feel like I should just switch over to going for army. There's no reason not to. In case they won't, nobody wants wood, I guess. Yeah, I'm just going to trade it and buy a development card, I think. Try and keep it on that 5 ore. Switch for army. I mean, I'll be just competing with red. War of attrition for road and just building useless roads. Rather not do that. See how quick I give up on the road game? It's all it took was these 2 roads going towards the connect, and I totally bail. I mean, I have 2 roads in a row, so I haven't made much of an attempt. I'd rather focused on citying this over here. Just, yeah, when you're playing road and you just get to 5 settlements without a city, it can be tough unless the dev card you get is the perfect one. But yeah, it's hard to city. Nobody wants to give you the trades to city, black city. So yeah, I think black might still be stronger. I mean, they are tied at 5, so with black with a city, so they're, I don't know, they seem stronger until red cities. It depends on what this dev card is. And a 7. I thought if I talked enough, I could avoid it, but that didn't work, and now I have to move it off the 5. Terrible. Get out of here, general port. All right, yeah, so I want to discard this, I think. And they're on a wheat port, so I guess I should probably block this 8 wheat. They might think red's ahead. I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and trade to build that settlement just to get it locked up. That really sucked. I don't know if I should even bother. Take a wood. I'll steal from red this time. If I think black's in pretty good shape too, but I knew they wouldn't be happy with me if I stole from them. But they're both at 5. Black has a city, red doesn't. They're just going to desperately try to trade for ore and wheat. I'm going to block this 5 ore for sure. Guess I'm not going to move it off the 8 onto the 5. Ugh. Try and trade for an ore. I think I'd rather development card than settle, but if I don't get anything, I might just have to settle. It's not the worst thing, but it doesn't really advance the game that much unless this 12 rolls. Okay, so now they're kind of battling black and red. I guess I don't mind that. Yeah, they're already counted at 7 basically, so that connect doesn't do much. They just need to city. So yeah, even though when I thought I was playing road, I wanted to city this before I got certainly 5 settlements down. I guess I citied it before I even got my 4th settlement down. But yeah, it's tough once you get all 5 settlements to try and city unless you're on the perfect ore or port or anything. Yeah, black's just gonna buy development cards now and now I think I kind of have to steal from red because they're at 7. I do think black is probably in a better off position since I'm trying to prevent red from citying. But if I steal from black when they're behind, they're probably going to just steal from me. I don't know. And I got a wheat. That's not bad. Not really anything I can do. Give me a development card. So they didn't even have a knight again? And they rolled a 7? Yeah, I don't like that. Because they didn't have to play a knight, and they moved it onto the 8 sheep. And I don't want it there. I want it on the 5 ore. They're just going to buy another development card. Yeah, I'm in kind of a tough spot. It's going to be hard to outpace black for army. It's going to be hard to take road from red. I said at the beginning of the game I couldn't go for army. And then I started to go for it anyway just because they started connecting. I might have to just go for neither. I don't know. Just buy a development card, see what I get. And either go for army road or just build a 10. I'm in kind of a tricky spot. Again, I don't want to just play my knight to move it off a red when it's not on me. Also, I'm at 7 cards, so never going to roll before that when it's not on me. Geez, a 12. Now I can city. I'm just going to throw out some trades. I don't know if a development card or a city is the better play here. Does the city do all that much? I don't really think so. Someone's thinking about this trade. I hope they take it. See, I could buy 2 development cards. Now they're just trying to make me time out, I guess. I don't know. Second city is tempting, but I think it might just get me stolen from when right now I'm not. And let's just see what the cards are. It's a victory point. I would do this with blue. if they have it. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to buy another one. Victory point is, I don't know, 2 victory points. All right, that's something. That's, yeah, they're building here. They can't even build a settlement here, though. Yeah, black getting getting road would be terrifying. I'm gonna roll first at least. I don't want to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would take road. I could put them to 9. I don't want to waste my night moving it off of red. But I kind of want to see what his development cards are. Also, my hand's pretty stuck. I have no idea what I want to do with this. Probably just convert for an ore. Maybe city this up eventually. I'm still thinking about if I should move it off of... Because they might just have a knight. I have no way of knowing if those are victory points or not. But it's scary that they could be close. Yeah, I might have to just go after black at some point. Their setup is just so strong. This cutoff was just not good for me or anyone. Certainly not for blue. Oh, they monopoly wood. And what do they do with all that? They settle. So they're probably at 7. I know. Well, no, that could have been the mono they didn't play when it was on them. They could just have a knight. And I have 2 victory points, so the odds of them having one is less. Maybe I just gave them the idea to get road. No, they're not even really going for road. I'm gonna roll first. Wow, another 12. See, now I move it. Now I move it on. I guess they have a bunch of wheat now. They need the ore. I do want the wheat though, so I feel like I'm gonna take from them and bring them under 7. I don't know if that's the right play. Probably should have tried to trade before I did that. So I can just buy 1 development card. Only brings me down to this would be to city if that trade goes through. I think they're just trying to time me out. Or blue is. I don't know if blue's even paying attention much. It's another knight. So yeah, I could go for army. I feel like I should. Nobody else has played one except red. They got a 10. Black does. Yeah, black. Oh, man, I should have offered to trade. They're probably at 7. No, wait, they played a knight. Not sure why they didn't play it before. They're just sitting. 8. It's another wheat I can get. So I should probably go for that. Maybe I should just block the 8. It's 2 free cards for them, and it's more likely to roll than a 5. I don't think red's even a threat anymore compared to black. 10. Or wood. I think he's making a joke. So I gotta try and go for army here. I guess I can port for the sheep, but I'd rather do this for a sheep if red will do it to try and make him expand road. Come on, red. Do it for 2 brick. Okay. That'll actually let me buy 2 dev cards if I need to. There's the knight. Should I buy another one? I mean, I want to just play a knight, get army to get to 9, and then city. Ugh, it's a tough call. Ugh. I don't know if buying a dev card here is the right play, but I'm going to do it. 0 card meta, as they call it, I guess. I don't know. I think I maybe should have just held. But I'm glad they did that. I think that trade was fine to trade the 2 bricks to red. They have just so many cards every turn. They're just gonna build to 10. Yeah, I would basically have the win almost if I'd have done. And there's no way for me to just simply road settle. Ugh. I do very expensive 2 roads. What do they have in hand? This is a tough call. I shouldn't have bought that second dev card. I wouldn't have it yet, but I would be close. Man, I do not want to move it off that 8 wheat. Shoot, I don't know what to do. That was just kind of a stall move. There's the 2 brick. Probably should have been for a wheat. That brings me under at least. All right, so they're at 2 knights. If they buy a development card, which they won't. Oh, man. They're out of cities, but they can settle the win. I don't win, though. That's the problem. I didn't play this very well. 6, they have a sheep. I wish I won. Yeah, that buying that second knight. I didn't know it was going to be a knight, but buying that was a mistake. 5 would not even give me a win. Just depends on what I would steal. Probably get a sheep. I guess if I got a sheep, then a 5 would give me a win. And there's a 5. Nice. Okay, that was pretty lucky. Talk it into existence, I guess. But yeah, that was a tough game. So yeah, let's look at the stats. I mean, I definitely did not play that endgame very well. I should not have bought this second knight. 0 card meta is a fallacy. I needed to hit a roll there to win. If I wouldn't have done that, I probably could have won a lot easier. I don't know, probably not the turn before, but this turn I would have had a lot more outs to win and not needed to roll a 5 or whatever I needed to roll 11, 12, 6. I'll have to go back and see. I don't know if 6 would have won it with road, settle. I think it might have. Yeah, actually, not building this road down was pretty bad because I couldn't road settle. That was just, I knew it as soon as I placed that road. I was like, that's a bad road. It's just going to get cut off. Even though he didn't do the instant cut off, he did the eventual cut off, which cost me a road settle at the end. Like just having a safe road settlement on the coast when you need to win is really important. So I don't know what I was even thinking with this road. I was pretty sure I was going to build off of my other settlement. So it's better to just have safe outs here. Yeah, that could have been game losing, honestly. That was dumb. Because, yeah, I was just looking for a road settle instead of sitting to get my last point, and I just realized there's nothing left. I have to build 2 roads to get anywhere. And that just seemed inefficient to me. I guess was trying to city, which I eventually did, but yeah, I don't know. That is a little sloppy play both at the beginning and then at the end buying this knight. Like I said, I guess it could have been something else, the victory pointer, year plenty or monopoly, but most likely it was going to be a knight, and nobody was really fighting me for army, so there was no point for me to get 4 knights. I just didn't want to have my cards stolen, I guess. All right, but I said something about stats. I guess we'll look at those. 8s rolled a bunch. Wasn't even on those. It's on 6 different numbers, but the 8 was not one of them. Eventually I got to 7 numbers with this 12. Wait, let's check out that 12. That actually rolled, I want to say, I'm going to guess 4 times. No, 3 times. Well, 3 times was enough. It felt like 4 because I expected it to be 0. Honestly, game saving those 12s. I think 2 of the times I was doubled up on it, like I was saying. So even though this number is obviously terrible, doubling up on it so when it does roll is important, I guess, because it saved me this game. Although I definitely wasn't expanding here, this 11-12, thinking that the 12 would be what I would win on. I was just getting the port. And then here was mostly just to getting the 6-12 was just to cut off room, double up on the 6 since I had citied this spot to like even out these resources, and then maybe get road by going up here. But really what it did was give me enough ore to get army. And yeah, did not expect that. Black, yeah, if they got just one victory point, they would have won. That was fortunate for me. I took two of them out of there, and nobody else had any. They did get a monopoly though, so that's uh, better than a victory point. You should never use a monopoly to not get 1 point. It should be worth one, at least 2 points, or at least one, if not two. So yeah, that was fortunate for them. But yeah, me getting two, that just made it so that I could win before Black did. And yeah, Red, just the classic five settlements longest road. That's what's annoying about going for road though, is that there's going to be often in a lot of these games there's going to be someone who does this, who just builds roads, and you can't win with road because they don't want a city, they just want to build roads and build five settlements. And that, yeah, it just makes going for road just not good enough. And I gave up on that really quick. I wanted this to be a road game, kind of. I guess it doesn't take anything at all for me to give up on it. He just he made one step towards connecting. I was like, nope. I can tell he's just gonna build roads. And no one had bought knights, so that made it easy to just say I'm going for army with virtually no ore except for this 12, which turned out to be ore, an ore source. So yeah, other than the 9, and I guess perhaps the 12, this is all pretty solid. 7s didn't roll, or pretty standard. 7s didn't roll as much as they probably should have. I mean, the 8s rolled more than they should have. The 9s were. This is basically a bell curve except for this 8, which I wasn't on. That's how Black made their comeback. This 8 with this wheat port, they were just. It was just ridiculous. I was basically blocking this 5 ore the whole game. I think those all rolled early because I just had it blocked that whole time, and there weren't even that many. There was only 8, and I swear out of those 8, probably like 5 at least were blocked by me because no one else would block it. So that was also fortunate. Yeah, I think I got a little lucky to win this game. Look at the resource stats. Did get 7'd out once. Got robbed 4 times. That was only third most. Blue got robbed 0 times once they got cut off here. There was just no reason to rob them ever. I should have traded with them. They offered me to trade 1 time, and I mistakenly took it with red, and then they never gave me another trade. I don't think. I'd have to look back and see, but I don't think they did. Yeah, but resources produced. I tied with Black for the most. It's kind of surprising. I did get this city up pretty fast. This 5, 9, 10 before anyone else had a city, which again is odd. I think nobody. I was the only one without any ore, and I got the first city up. This 12 hit once. I ported for 1 ore, and then I think I traded to port again to get the 3rd ore, and then I citied this before Black even was able to city, because this 5 was blocked the whole time. All those ore were rolling. Yeah, that was just super lucky in the early game. I mean, I played all right. I just made a mistake at the beginning with this road, and then buying this development card this night was a mistake. So, the beginning and the end, sloppy. I guess everything in the middle, I don't think I did anything that was that wrong. Maybe some small mistakes I'd have to look at. Look at the dev card stats. No Year of Plenties, 2 VPs, 1 Monopoly and Road Building. Yeah, Black got both of these. I remember now. Black used the road building to cut off Blue here and just end them. And they had a sheep port and a wheat port with an 8 and a 6, 4 sheep per 6 and 5 wheat per 8. And I guess that's how you can win without road, army, or even a victory point. That literally just like never happens. You build a 10 with nothing, and they would have done it next turn. If I didn't win there with getting a roll, there's with the amount of production they have in the ports, there's like 0% chance they don't settle to win on 10 hard points. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, their dev cards were actually pretty good. How many did they buy? They bought 3. No. Yeah, no, wait. They bought 3, and one was Monopoly, one was a road building, and one was a knight. I bought 6. I had 3 knights, no, 4 knights, and 2 victory points. See, I didn't get any of those specialized cards. Who needs them? It's knights and VPs. One of these days I'll go for road and stick with it, but not today, because if I just battled red for road, I would have lost the game. Black would have just won easily, and red and I would just be doing a war of attrition and building roads that don't net any points. But one of these games it'll shape up perfectly to go for road, and no one else will go for it except me, and it'll be great. And I'll win with road. Actually, my first placement game I did win with road. This is the 6th one. I think I won with road and 2 VPs, but I didn't have any video of that one. I don't think I was going for road that game at all. I think I just ended up getting it at the end to win. So yeah, play a road game one of these days if I have to. I can't look at that yet. All right. See you later.